they seem to be getting better.
Well, my question to piggyback on what you just said, and this I'll let you answer it, Kashin. What Tyler's saying about running was the game. Do you believe the game plan against Ruckers was against Ruckers because of how they play? We're going to get out and run. Was it because we're getting chit chat? We're going to try to get back and run, or was it because we got Iowa State on deck that we're going to use this game to get our fast break game going? Or is it something else?
I'm going with Iowa State because even if we didn't run, we were still going to blow them out by 30 plus.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If that's
so
what
I'm going with Iowa State.
So if they believe that we're just that much better, why not use this as a bit of a tune-up for a harder road game here in a couple of days?
Yep. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah,
the girls may not know that, though. Like, they may not know that.
Yeah.
Like, as a coach, you don't always want to tell them, like, exactly what's in your game plan. So, and you don't want to always look forward because then they may take it easy on Ruckers. You get what I'm saying? So, in the coach's mind, that was their game plan. Hey, we're going to run this game so that we can get ourselves moving and ready to go for Iowa State. The girls probably had no idea.
We'll see how it goes with Iowa State. I know we have at least a couple bodies to throw at Audi. Layla could actually be pretty good in the Iowa State game. Just don't foul, but she's going to be able to match her size. The key is, the one thing I'll say at Audi, she is very good about getting to her spot and then do what she needs to do when she gets to that point. So you got to keep her out of the lane.
No one in the country is going to match Audi Krooks' size. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm just saying literally nobody's going to match her size. She is going to hurt you in a number of ways because of her size and her skill. So I agree. They got to throw bodies at her. Like, it's got to be. I think they got people who are dogging on Hannah. She got to play one of her best games of the year this week because.
And run.
Absolutely.
Which I think we will. I do not see Iowa State's guards as going to be able to match consistently the running. I do think we actually are better in the guard. Because to Corey, what you talked about, Taylor McCabe, there were big question marks whether it was defense or she just a 3, not even 3 and 3. I think our guards are going to be able to move and get what they want. And also, I do think both centers, both Hayes and Ava, hit multiple mid-range, which was also something we hadn't seen a lot of, more normal. I don't think they should do that against Iowa State and Audi. If she's in there, it's catch and move. Ava can go right around her multiple times, at least from my view, and just everything that I've seen. I'm not a coach, but it's catch and go instantly with Audi.
I will say this about Hannah. I see all the people in the chat claiming that she's still dealing with an ankle issue. She's got a hand issue. Now, maybe she does on both accounts, but especially if she's dealing with an ankle issue, if she's still dealing with an ankle and it's so important that she move a lot, and if she gets matched up with Audi, run. Hannah, why do I keep calling you Hannah? Kashin, why would you play her today? If she's dealing with an ankle or even a hand, why play her today?
I don't think she's dealing with an ankle, but that's just my opinion. Because you're absolutely right. That makes absolutely no sense. Hot take, though. I will say this. I feel like Hannah is going to play better at Iowa State. And I say that because Hannah is a confidence girl. She loses it quickly. She can gain it quickly. The game last year was won from Hannah. Right? Like, her defensive intensity on Audi Krooks, everything she did, she changed the game around when they made that switch to having her on Audi Krooks. So I do think that her familiarity, I hope I say that right, also with her knowing that she can be effective will help her coming into that game, and knowing that she can be great in that game. And I'm sure Coach Jay is going to pump her up with using that game as a tool to get her mind ready to go, because she was the difference maker in that game. Defensively, we're not even talking offensively. Defensively, she was a difference maker. And I think that's probably what Coach Jay is going to lean on, because if you have a player like Hannah, you can't focus on both sides of the ball. You only have to focus on one to get her confidence back. So with that, if you can get her confidence back on the defensive end, usually that can transition a little bit into the offensive side, because then you start feeling yourself, you start getting going. Then we'll see what happens from there. But I have a good feeling about it.
Liz wanted to know what you need to do to contain her. We talked a little bit about it earlier. Final thoughts on Iowa State. And, the Cyhawk series has actually swung to Iowa State, and this year especially, it's like 11-2 right now. But boy, this would be just huge to get 2 wins this week. I think it's like 11-2 or 11-3. They've lost in football, lost in wrestling for the first time in 20 years.
Guess what? It's still a Hawkeye state, and everybody.
It is, and it will swing back. But it'd be nice to at least get a couple of wins here.
I agree.
2 major sports, women's and men's. Wednesday, Thursday, man, it's going to be rocking in Hilton both nights. Give us an idea of what the main messaging from Iowa or from Jan to the players, and then also what will practice be like this week, trying to prep for not only a road crowd, but the challenge that is Iowa State and Audi Krooks?
Well, I will tell you with 100% certainty, they will be practicing with crowd noise the entire time. I know that from experience. So they will be practicing that. I will tell you that Hannah, Kylie are the only players on this team, I think, that have played at Hilton. So keeping that in mind, we are going down there with the rest of the team being like freshmen. Okay? So practice is going to have to be very intense. It's going to have to be very loud.
Real quick, McCabe too.
Oh, yes. Yes, McCabe. So practice is going to be very intense. It's going to be very loud, because you don't want them going into – you want it so loud that when they get there, they don't think it's even that loud. You get what I'm saying? So that's one of the major keys there, because that environment can be a lot if you've never experienced before. And I do not think – have they had any place they played the freshmen last year that was like a hostile environment? I don't feel like anywhere they played was like a hostile environment, like an Iowa State.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm more so inclined to jump on that bandwagon of making sure they feel comfortable in that space. As far as Audi Krooks is concerned, use everybody you got at that point. Ava needs to run her life away, which I love Ava against Audi. I don't know why I do, but I just love it. I cannot wait to see that matchup. My God. And then I think I don't know. I have this feeling and sense about Hannah, man, but I feel good about it in that aspect. So nonetheless, I think we just keep playing the same great team basketball that we've been playing. Obviously understanding that Audi Krooks is Audi Krooks. She's going to get points. You are not going to stop her. We just need to slow her and don't let nobody else go off. That's it. So at that point, hey, front her if you can. Good help side defense. Be able to rotate off the help side, because what's going to happen is if you're going to front, that low man is going to have to be pretty far over. So on a skip pass, we may have to work on Xing out of that. I hope my hands make sense. Low man, they skip to the corner. This person goes there. This person goes there. Everybody with me? Okay. So I might have to get a whiteboard out here at one point. But yes, we might have to work on a lot of scrambling situations, because I foresee that happening.
They did play at Michigan, at Ohio State. Ohio State went into overtime. I wouldn't necessarily say it was hostile. They lost to Oklahoma on the road in the NCAA tournament. That was obviously a very lively environment. Also lost by 1 at Oregon. If I recall, that was a pretty good crowd. But to your point, there's not a lot of crowds that are going to.
Yeah, Iowa State's a different breed of animal, though.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
And Fred, thank you for reminding. Please hit that like button, folks. Thumbs up button does help us. Steve, same thing. Thank you for reminding everybody to do that on your way out, if it's the last thing you do. And we try to hit every question. Mike threw this in at the very last second, so we'll try to hit it. Mike says, now that Ava's in the starting lineup, running the floor, I think Hannah is trying to find her way as a 4 running the floor. Thoughts? Is it the change? Is there a difference in running as a 5 versus as a 4?
No, Because it really depends on who gets the rebound. Our guards aren't like major rebounders, right? Like our guards aren't getting 9 rebounds a game, right? So usually it's Hannah or Ava. So if that is the case, then that should be, and then on the win chance it's not. May the best man win, okay? In my opinion. And I would love a race. I love that. Let's race. Let's see who get there first. And if I was Hannah, I'd get there first because I don't want to be on the perimeter. Shit. Just being honest.
Folks, we'll be back Wednesday. Iowa postgame, Iowa State. Cyhawk game Wednesday night. I'll be there at Hilton. We'll have live postgame coverage. Same thing Thursday.
Of course you're going to be at Hilton. Duh.
Of course I'm going to be at Hilton.
You live in that godforsaken place.
Both nights.
Oh, yes! That's actually kind of lit, though, for you. I'm not going to lie.
It is, man. That's crazy. Yes, thank you. The environment, the college basketball environment's pretty
There's no better one. Although I can't stand those people. There's no better. They do a great job there at Hilton.
It is just weird. Like all this, we got one of the greatest rivalries in the country this week with 2 basketball games. You got the Matt Campbell story, and I kind of am right in the middle of it. So say what you want about Podunk Ames, Kasheen. These are the weeks that I don't like being in Cyclone country, but to be able to experience that, and it feels great when you go there and win. It felt like crap when the football team came over here and lost back in September. So
I hated those ones.
Yeah. Let's get 2 wins this week. Folks, for Kasheen Alexander, I'm Corey Bratta from the Hawkeye of the Storm. Have a great week, folks. We will talk to you soon.